local server, click on the computer name, click change. There you've got the option to give your server a meaningful name. I've chosen server 1. Now if we go back to server manager and click on Ethernet, right click our network adapter and choose properties. Now in this video I'm working with IP version 4, so if we choose IP version 4 and choose properties, there we can assign our server a fixed IP address. I'm using 192.168.0.210 with a default class C subnet mask. I'm using my router as the default gateway and the DNS server at this stage. In Windows Server 2012, most of your administration will be done using the new Server Manager. It's a little different from the old Server Manager we're used to in Windows Server 2008 because we can manage multiple servers and their roles and features from here. Now to install Active Directory domain services, we need to click Manage. Click Add Roles and Features to bring up the Add Roles and Features wizard. Now this screen basically tells us what the wizard does and also a useful reminder to give our server a static IP address. And we need to click Next. We need to stick with role-based or feature-based installation and click Next. Now if you've got multiple servers, you need to select the server that you want to install the role to. I've got just the one, and click Next. Choose Active Directory Domain Services, and you're prompted to add features that are required by Active Directory Domain Services, so click Add Features. Now notice in the upper right hand corner we're shown the server that we're installing the role on. This is very useful when you're working with multiple servers. And click Next. On the Select Features screen we simply need to click Next. Now this screen tells us what Active Directory Domain Services does, and it also recommends we install a minimum of 2 domain controllers for resilience, which is good practice. Now should a domain controller fail and go offline, the other domain controller will continue to deal with user logins, etc. And also additional domain controllers help distribute things like user logins and demands on network services, and this is particularly useful in larger network environments. When you're ready, click Next. On the Confirm Installation Selection screen, put a tick in Restart Destination Server automatically if required, and click Yes to confirm. Now we can export our configuration settings to an XML file if we want to, and this allows us to automate this part of the installation should we need to repeat it on multiple servers. When you're ready, click Install. Now at this stage Windows is installing the installation binaries only, and we're reminded that additional steps are required to make the server a domain controller. Now it's worth mentioning if you've worked with previous versions of Windows Server, we needed to run a command called dcpromo to perform the next stage of the Active Directory installation. The graphical dcpromo command has been taken out of Windows Server 2012 and is relocated to Server Manager. Okay, I've speeded things up a little here. Our Active Directory Domain Services binary installation is now complete. We're reminded that additional steps are required to make this machine a domain controller, and we can now close the wizard.